And I texted him, Janine, and I haven't heard back. And I sent him the Zoom link.
Thanks, Jennifer. He'll probably pop on here any minute.
Yeah.
Recording in progress.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Long Beach City College Personnel Commission meeting for October 11th, 2021. Thank you for joining us this evening. We're going to go ahead and start with a call to order and the Pledge of Allegiance. And Robert, do you mind leading us tonight? Are you out there? Maybe not. I'm going to go to Robin then, if you don't mind.
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank
We're going to
you.
go ahead and do roll call. Robin?
I'm here.
Jeff is not with us yet. I'm assuming he's going to jump in here any moment. And I'm here, so two of the three of us are here at the moment. Public comments on agenda items. Is there anyone who submitted for us tonight this evening, Juliet?
No comments were received, Janine.
Thank you, Juliet. Approval of the minutes. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second that motion. Is there any discussion on the minutes? I do have something, but Robin, do you have anything or anyone else have anything before I say?
I do not.
Okay, anyone else? Juliet, on the adjournment, the time I think is off. I've got my notes, but they're hidden underneath my agenda. I think it says 5:55. We came back from closed session, but then we adjourned at 5:39.
That needs to be changed, yes.
Yeah, I think we came back close to 6.
Yeah, I think it was closer to 6 o'clock. So I'll make sure to make that adjustment.
Thank you. I just didn't want anybody to look at that and say, how did that time happen? Thank you, Juliet. Okay, any additional discussion on the minutes?
No.
Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes 2-0. On to new business. Approval of Personnel Commission meeting schedule. This is for the calendar year 2022. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
And I will second that. Any discussion on the minute or on the calendar for this upcoming year? Anyone notice any problems, any discrepancies? Of course, we're hoping to be back on campus. We have a couple meetings down at PCC that happen. So just an awareness of those changes. Any additional discussion?
Janine, I was fine. I'm fine.
Okay, good. Okay. With no additional discussion, Robin?
I vote aye.
I vote aye, and that passes 2-0. On to approval of eligibility list. This is for the all-important human resources manager. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
And I'll second that. Is there any discussion on the eligibility list for human resources manager?
Janine, I just wanted to provide some data for you. We received
Thanks, Jennifer.
We received 57 applications.
Wow.
After the subject matter expert review, we did pass 10 individuals. We invited 8 to interview. There were a few that declined the interview in the last step. So we interviewed 5. 5 participated in the oral panel interviews and 3 were placed in the eligibility list.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Jennifer. Can you tell us if there were any internal candidates, or should we not know that at this point?
There were no internal candidates.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Any additional comments or questions about the human resources manager eligibility list? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
I vote aye.
I vote aye as well. That passes 2-0. On to approval of advanced salary placement. This is for custodian. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. And I will second that. Jennifer, do we have some information on this item?
Absolutely. So the minimum qualifications are high school or GED and some experience. The candidate comes to us with a high school diploma, 7 years of experience. They've been working for 3 months as an LTE. They also have 1.5 years of supervisory experience and a certificate in managerial training experience. So highly qualified, and we believe the advanced salary placement is warranted for that reason.
It'd be nice to take them out of that LTE position as well. Any discussion on this, Robin, or anyone else?
I'm in agreement with you, Janine. I like taking him out of that LT position. Very good.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, hearing and seeing no additional discussion. Oh, Jeff's with us. Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you. I know, I'm running late.
That's okay. Did you hear the motion that we're on right now? We're on the advanced salary placement of custodian. I'd hope that you could vote on this. Yep. Do you have any questions on it? I don't know if you heard what Jennifer said.
I did not, but I don't
Jennifer,
have
Jennifer, do you mind repeating?
Not at all. I can share that the candidate has a high school diploma, 7 years of experience. They've been working for us for 3 years. For 3 months as an LTE, and they have 1.5 years of supervisory experience.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Perfect.
Jeff, does that work for you? Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, thank you. We'll go ahead with a vote then. Robin?
I vote aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. We've got a 3-0 on that. Now we're on to approval of extension of working out of class. This is for senior administrative assistant HR mandated cost. May I have a motion on this item?
So moved.
Second.
And what do we have on this one, Jennifer?
I'm sorry, Janine, I may have lost you there for a second, but
that's okay.
I wanted to share that the current incumbent is working out of class as the executive assistant for the interim vice president of student services. So there's kind of a domino effect there. We have somebody in the HR office working out of class, supporting our AVP of HR.
Do we have a plan of getting that person back out of that position anytime soon?
As far as I know, I don't have a time frame on that for you at this time.
And is the person okay with that placement at this time?
Can you clarify your question? I'm not sure if I'm following.
I just want to make sure that they're not feeling like they're being forced into a situation that they're not entirely happy with.
No, as far as I know, everybody's a willing participant in the working out of class situation.
Okay, thank you. Any additional comments, questions? Hearing and seeing none. Robin?
I vote aye.
Jeff?
Aye.
I vote aye. That passes unanimously. Our next meeting is Monday, October 25th, 2021, 5 o'clock. That will be via Zoom. And closing items. Jennifer, what do you have for us this evening? Comments from the staff?
I have just general updates for you. We offered AFT members a 5% differential pay for those individuals who were willing to work 100% on campus. So I've been working with staff to identify. We were able to identify over 200 AFT members willing to accept that offer. And we processed a retroactive pay back to July 1st, 2021. So for the past 3 months, and we are working with timekeepers from October, prospectively moving forward to enter that time. And that agreement will go through the end of the year, December 23rd, 2021. So that's the 5% pay differential. I have met with 6 department heads or deans regarding the class study. So we continue to try to make progress on that front as well.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to Jennifer and I'm sure Juliet generated the email that described all that happened with that 5%. It was really informative and I was appreciative of being able to get that detail on it. So thank you for sending that out for us. And thanks to AFT for working out that agreement. Robert, Donna, anybody else that might be out there with us? Anybody else with us tonight?
And I do want to give.
I'm good. Go ahead. I'm good. I'm listening.
On staff, I do want to give May Shi a special shout out. She worked across lines with payroll. She collected all of the forms from all of the departments. She presented a spreadsheet to fiscal services, and she's really gone above and beyond to make this happen. So May Shi, I just want to give her a special shout out.
Thank you, May. We appreciate it. All the people who are getting that extra 5% appreciate it too. Anything else from you? I'm sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
The question only because it has nothing to do with our classified staff, but did they have to also do the same type of incentive program for our faculty? I mean, were there issues with faculty getting them back on campus as well?
That's a great question, Jeff. I can't speak to that at this time. I'd have to confer with AVP Olsen, Kristen Olsen. I know that the 5% pay differential was offered to AFT members only at this time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious because, I mean, trying to get people back into the workforce, it's been challenging. So, I mean, not in my industry, but it seems everywhere around me it is. So, okay, well, very good.
Looking at the class schedule, it didn't look like there were a ton of classes offered on campus. So they might not have had that same situation. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. On to the commissioners. Robin, Jeff, do you guys have anything for us tonight?
Not this evening.
Yeah.
No?
I don't,
Okay.
I'm talked out. I don't know how people do telemarketing, but that's what I was today. So
You were telemarketing?
Yeah, what we call telemarketing. I was trying to find inspectors in Northern California, and I mean, I've been on the phone all day. So,
oh my gosh.
what we similar to, you're on the phone talking to people, and so
Right.
I'm sort of just, you know what? At this point, it's just go Dodgers. I'm gonna watch a game.
Exactly. Definitely go Dodgers. I just want to say congratulations to Jeff's wife, Pam, who, when I was watching HGTV last Thursday night, which I do pretty religiously, too much to everyone's chagrin. All of a sudden, here's Pam on HGTV watching, let me see, Flipping 101 with Tara, who used to be with Christina, but now he's got a prettier girl. And here Pam was showing off her goods and looking fabulous. And congratulations, that was exciting.
Could we reframe that, showing off her goods?
Well, I meant that she has a beautiful showroom. And she was showing off the furniture in her showroom. It was beautiful.
Yeah, no, so anyway, it was a lot of fun. We were actually, her showroom in Orange County. It was that one, not the San Diego one. So it was actually pretty neat. She's going to be on some other episodes as well. So it was a lot of fun. And I mean, internally with the family, we're all sort of laughing. I've got my brother Keith, who talks national security issues on all sorts of networks. And so I said, from Afghanistan to interior design, we got it all covered. Nobody wants to watch me I can pull up the old Art Levine local shows that I was on way back when, if anyone wants to see me on TV.
I was on Art Levine, so.
I used to watch you on those Art Levine shows, Jeff.
I'm sorry.
As a matter of fact, when I first saw you again at the foundation meeting one day, I looked up, I said, he doesn't even know how famous he is. I used to watch him on television.
Art Levine. Yeah, that's great. Great to know.
Go into a studio. I love it.
Anyway, thank you. That was a lot of fun for Pam. Thank you.
Well, I'm anxious to see the rest of the episodes.
Yeah, she's got a lot of stories.
I bet. I assume they live in Newport Beach.
They do. And they do. And so, Pam is still with all of them. And it's just the fact with her business. It's just, most people don't realize what she does anyway, but it's for the, in the industry. It's not for retail. So.
Right. That's great. Okay, on to public comments. Nobody else had anything, right? Public comments. Donna, I see you're still out there. I don't know where Robert went. Did he vanish on us?
I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Do you two have anything? Oh, there, we've got waves from everyone. Would you two like to say anything tonight?
Donna, no. Well, last week we also had custodians doing an amazing job. So I wanted to point that out. They're still here, still doing their job day in, day out, mostly at night. They're there working to keep everything going. Missions and records, again, I like to always say that they've been getting our students back in track and back in class. And, everything's been going smoothly. 5% wasn't exactly as well as I wanted it, because it was also an effort to get people to come back to work 5 days a week. And that was been challenging in a lot of cases because we're really not quite open yet. So there's some been positive and negatives with that. But, you know, it also was keeping in mind all those people that were working the whole time. And, you know, I tried to get the best for everyone, and giving the option of people coming back. I thought everyone at least had a fair shake, but in some cases I was mistaken. And certain programs just aren't open 5 days a week right now. So that was a downside, but otherwise it was a positive effort. And you know, those custodians and the maintenance crews and all the facilities people have been there for the last 1.5 years on campus. So, you know, a little extra for them is always what's important.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much for all that work. I'm sorry,
Robert,
Donna, go ahead.
Donna, you do good work, and you're not going to meet everyone's needs 100% of the time. It's not possible. And so please do accept our gratitude for what you have done, and don't denigrate anything that you weren't able to do. You've done the best that you can. And I know you, and I know the content of your character. So please know we appreciate what you have done. You and Donna have worked hard, and we can't take away from that. We're never going to be perfect. It's called Be Perfect for Me, and we're not. So that's all.
Beautifully said, Robin. She's absolutely right.
Also, guys, I mean, I always said this, I've said this all the time. When people ever see our college, either campus, they always say, the comment in general is always, it looks beautiful. Well, campuses don't look beautiful because they're lucky. They look beautiful because people do a lot of work to make them look beautiful. So I always like to say that because that really falls right into classified staff. I haven't, you know, hey, people come to college because for the educational opportunities, we get that. And that's why we're here, is to help people improve their lives through education. But I rarely hear people say something about a particular academic course that hey, I love the academic course. I know they do, but what they usually say is the physical side. They go, the campus looks beautiful. And I always tell them that's because there's a lot more to a college than just your classrooms. And you have to understand that. So yeah, it's good. Robert, what programs aren't open? That's what I thought was unusual. What's not open?
So certain financial services nothing's open on Fridays. They're working 4 days a week. So it's a challenge. And as long as you bring up the campus beauty, I want you to also know that after the last retirement session, we lost a couple groundskeepers. So really what you've been seeing lately since July kind of is 4 or 5 people really busting their butt to keep it going.
Wow.
So we're in the process right now of hiring groundskeepers. So those people out there in grounds, man, they've been really working hard to try to keep the place, you know, to the level it's been at. And until we get those positions filled, it's been a lot of work for those guys, and they're doing an amazing job.
Well, thanks to them. Thanks for that insight too, Robert.
At least we don't have rabbits anymore.
Yeah, no kidding.
Okay, any other public comments? No additional public comments.
I'm not saying a word about those rabbits.
I know, I like the rabbits. I know.
400
anyway,
were a little extreme.
I know, I saw a raccoon on campus more than once. Well, we have them in our backyard as well. Okay, with all of that said, we're gonna let Jennifer go play golf, and thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate your input. Have a great 2 weeks, and we'll see you back in 2 weeks. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Good night.
Recording stopped.